who did I had my you listened to it with Benj. Benj was on, and he was pretty good. But yeah, he was like, how are we going to start this? I was like, well, we just start talking, and I'll let you know once we've started. It's like, oh, okay. It didn't take long, which was good. Didn't have to edit much out.
The real question is, are you monetized on YouTube?
No. To get monetized, I think you need 10,000 subscribers. I think, do live stuff now, so I could play it live on YouTube. Haven't set that up yet.
Dangerous.
Yeah, I think so. It could be very dangerous because you can't. I mean, I guess I don't really do much editing anyways, aside from chopping off the start and the end. But yeah, and
you run with a rough crowd too.
So. Yeah, I do, and I have like my career is not blue collar. Like it's blue collar, but it's not that blue collar. So I could really get if someone says the wrong thing on here, and I don't know, like something could probably happen. So I'd have my hand on the trigger, so to speak. I'd edit for that if something real bad happened. Like one time I was doing this and I accidentally used my boss's name. And so I had to go in and like strategically edit out the name, but I didn't like cover it or anything. I just like took the name and like somehow made it sound like I was just speaking a normal sentence without like an extra gap or anything. But like the context was still there. So the sentence structure was good.
Like your old boss's name?
Yeah. My old boss's name, not my new boss's name. No.
And you're not blue collar job?
Yeah. No. The closest blue collar job I probably had was probably with the Army. Actually, no. I used to apprentice as a machinist. That was my blue collar job.
Blue collar.
That was pretty blue collar. Yeah, no one wore a white collar. That's for sure.
So the job you walked away from, would you describe it as white collar?
Yeah.
Can you describe for the listeners what you're wearing right now?
I'm wearing a black wife blesser. And with that, you're listening to Canadian Specific. I'm your host, Jaden Marshall, and today we got Chance MacLean on, giggling in the back. Yeah, that'd be a good, if you ever started a podcast, that'd be a good name for your podcast, Giggling in the Back.
Giggler in the back?
Giggling in the back with Chance MacLean in the morning.
That's good.
Yeah, maybe not in the morning. Would you do an evening show?
I don't know. I would do like an obscure, like 4:30 a.m. show.
4:30 a.m.?
Yeah.
Blue collars, only people who listen to it. You'll be fine.
My people.
Yeah, no feminist wakes up before 8. So,
except for the busy ones.
The busy ones,
because they've
doing
been
what? They've been. Oh, they never went to sleep.
No.
Yeah, you'd have to like not record on probably Saturdays, Sunday, Mondays, because that's probably when they're partying. I assume. Do feminist party?
I party.
And we're both feminists, so
that's what I'm saying.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. See. Full circle.
So what's this nugget you wanted to drop?
Okay.
I'm excited.
You're seated. I'm seated.
Okay.
So the world history is strife with these corporations that lie to capitalize profits. Big tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking doesn't cause cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Big sugar. Man, trans fats are bad.
Big corn syrup.
Big corn syrup. Trans fats are bad.
Yeah.
Right? Listen. This is what I got for you, okay?
Okay.
I don't even know how to start this except for the fact.
Just go.
Global warming. I acknowledge that it's there, but it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Hot take.
Hot take.
Yeah.
This is my belief. This is the belief that's out there.
Yeah.
Okay? Global warming is not that bad.
Yeah.
Sea levels aren't rising because ice is melting.
Mm-hmm.
Big boat is covering it up.
Big boat?
Big boat.
Big boat.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
They don't want us to know how many boats are in the ocean.
You think we got too many boats in the water?
The Suez Canal wasn't some dude who couldn't steer a ship.
His name wasn't Sue, that's for sure.
Too many boats.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Okay? I just watched a documentary where they murdered all the whales.
Yeah.
That's not a people problem.
Yeah. And not a particular people problem.
No.
Like you couldn't blame it on one people, so to speak.
No.
Yeah.
And it's not a harpoon problem.
Yeah.
The harpoons are on land. The boats get them out there.
Yeah. Are boats land, really quick, are boats, like when you're standing on a boat, are you standing on land?
No.
Okay. So they came from the land, and then they're on the sea on the boat, and then they're in the animal in the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Boats got them out there.
Yeah.
How many boat protests have you seen lately?
None. You know what? In fact, the more I think about it, right, like Greta Thunberg, right, she took that sailboat across the water, and everyone applauded her. That's just a big cover-up.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it.
Googled it yesterday.
Yeah.
Biggest campaign contributor for Thunderbird or whatever her name is? Big boat.
Big boat.
Big boat.
Big boat. Is it like a conglomerate? Like what? Like
I don't even know.
Who? If you were to
know?
name big boat, name someone. That's how secretive it is. You can't.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like the Chinese intelligence agency. What is it?
It's a Chinese intelligence agency.
No, but see, they're doing their job. We know what the American one is. CIA, KGB.
Yeah.
Big boat. Listen, you can't even name one person. I can name tobacco guys. Philip and Morris.
When I came back from Virginia, I met a guy in the Montreal airport.
Mm-hmm.
He was part of Big Boat.
For real?
For real. He was selling yachts, like these multi-million-dollar yachts. And he was flying from Quebec, I guess like this big Canadian distributor. He was flying from Quebec to Mexico to help bring these boats like from Mexico up the coast to distribute them to their people. And that's a guy. Mm-hmm. Did he give me his name? No.
Of course not.
Contact information? No. I don't even know the company's name. I probably should have asked.
Word of mouth.
Probably wouldn't have told me. He probably did, and then like Men in Black style wiped it from my memory right when I got up.
Mm-hmm.
And made me pay for his drink, probably.
100%.
Yeah. I thought he was going to pay for my drink, I'm going to be honest. He didn't do it.
Big Boat doesn't spend money on people like us.
No. Blue, white-collar individuals.
And what they've done is amazing. Because they're not trying to distract you from the lakes or the rivers.
Yeah, it's the ocean. It's the biggest lake of them all.
That's what it is. Because, like, that's how they get you in. That's how they normalize it. Hey, guys, here's a little boat for your little waters.
Yeah.
Don't ask what's going on in the ocean.
Yeah.
Think about it.
And, like, the worst of them all would be subs because they're, like, think about it, like a boat only interacts with the water, like, 1/3 of the way. Submarine, like, that's the surface area interacting with the water. Like military's involved. All militaries involved in Big Boat.
Yep. Huge.
Yeah. And unnamed.
Yeah. When's the last time you saw a boat protest?
Yeah. When was the last time you saw a boat? Are they still there? I don't know.
I haven't seen a boat in a while.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the prairies.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And then I think about it. What does Big Boat have to gain?
The world.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you like, we're just mathematically going to prove this right now, right? So like, what's the aim of the boat, right? So like you could contextualize everything within the boat as like a list, and then you could divide the world into what's in boats and what's out of boats, and Big Boats trying to take everything that's outside the boat.
Vertical integration.
There's more stuff outside of the boat than in the boat.
That's right.
Yeah. N equals Big Boat.
Do you know what we do? We gather goods from off the boat.
Put them on the boat and then take them off again.
Maybe.
Well, they take them off the boat so that they can get more stuff to put on the boat.
No.
That's how they finance. No?
No.
How are they financing this?
How are they not?
How are they not?
They own everything. It's Big Boat, man.
Yeah. What if Big Boat's the one who's buying up all the houses here and forcing us to rent?
They're putting the houses on boats. And
they are.
And storing them in the Pacific.
Houseboats. They're moving houses from market to market. Hey, house prices cheaper in Edmonton than Vancouver. Put it on a boat, ship it to Vancouver, drop the price. They're doing the opposite. They're reducing the number of houses by putting them on boats and shipping them away, driving the prices up. Vancouver.
Holding them in the Pacific.
Yeah, hostage with a gun.
Or two.
Or two guns.
2 guns.
For all the boats.
All the boats.
Per boat? No.
No, just all the boats.
All the boats.
Yeah.
2 guns. That's all I need.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Have you seen Captain Phillips, starring Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
He had no guns.
No.
All he needed was 2.
And they had the 2 guns. The Somali pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Only 2. Watch it again. Prove me wrong. You can't. Big boat.
Listen.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Like, I was thinking back to like gun regulations, things like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, whatever your opinions are, I think gun restrictions are useful.
Mm-hmm.
Statistically proven. They work. That's fine. Your opinion on it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I have no horse in the race.
Mm-hmm.
No guns. Nobody protests boats. Okay?
Yeah.
How are they getting the whales out of the ocean into the land? Big boat. Okay? How are they collecting all the shrimp?
With a boat.
Big boat.
Yeah.
Okay? Nobody protests boats.
Yeah. You ever go to the lake? All you see are boats.
That's
why
it.
is there anything other than a boat?
Even like single person boats.
Yeah.
I believe they're called a kayak.
Kayak?
Yeah.
Not to be confused with a Kia.
Or a key rack.
Definitely wouldn't confuse that.
I don't know, man. Both
Yeah.
float. Big boat.
Big boat.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, if you think about it, the people who went to stop, like, there's a whole thing on it on Discovery. Old white dude, large man. What did he use to stop whalers?
More boats?
Big boat.
Big boat. Oh, even bigger boat.
Mm-hmm. No,
Yeah.
they used like a stealth boat.
And you know what? Think about it. Nemo incepted us as kids. You know, don't touch the butt. They didn't want to name boat because if they name boat, just like if you name Disney, China, no Disney. If Disney names China, right, they'll just pull all the money.
Yep.
If they didn't call it a butt, Nemo would have lost all its funding from Big Boat.
Big boat.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, man.
yeah,
When people are out there, we're overfishing the seas. Things are not going well.
Yeah.
You're 100% right. But we're not protesting boats.
no.
Nope.
Did you know? Quick side note on the Big Boat. So communist Russia had all its quotas for all its different workforces, and the way they measured success for fishing was not like number of fish, right? Like because they're not using markets to see like how many like red snappers are being sold in Russia or whatever. I don't know what kind of fish they usually get. Probably similar stuff to here, but because it was by weight, they hacked the system and almost killed all the whales in the ocean because of communist Big Boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like they're the best fishermen we're going after whales because they're so much bigger.
But let me pose this to you.
Yeah,
It's not even communist Big Boat. It's just Big Boat.
it's just big.
It's
They
one-
own both.
It's it.
Communist, capitalist, it's all both.
Socialist. Bernie
Big boat.
Sanders has a boat.
Name one politician without a boat now. Can't do it.
Can't do it. Even
Facts.
Even the senator out of Wyoming. I heard he has 2 boats.
Do they even have water in Wyoming?
Potable water, I think.
Potable water. It's better than our reserves in Canada.
Oh, jeez. But you know why?
Big boat.
Big boat.
Big boat. That's why
Yeah.
they can't get potable
Look at
water.
Morley. They got the big damp Ghost Lake
Yeah,
where all the boats are. Right?
I hear you.
Piece it together.
Yeah. If I don't ever upload another episode, you'll know why.
Mm-hmm.
Big Boat got me.
I never spoke of this before this moment.
They're gonna keel haul me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt, the terminalist. Me.
Yeah.
Dismantling Big Boat.
Big Boat.
One profit margin at a time.
Yeah. And you hold like a substantial, large, like shorting position while you're doing it.
Name one boat manufacturer that doesn't operate in lakes. Great Lakes not included.
I can't. Big Boat.
Big boat, bro. That's what it is.
Great Lakes not included. That's a catchphrase. That's pretty funny.
Great Lakes not included.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever heard of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Nope.
It's a song.
Oh.
About this boat sinking and all the sailors that went down with it.
And
you know what you feel when you hear that song? You feel bad.
Yeah. How did they transport the slaves way back then?
Pass.
Big Boat.
Dude,
They still do it now.
that's the thing. It's timeless.
Yeah.
It's timeless.
Yeah.
How did Leif Erikson sing?
How did Britain take over the world?
Boats.
Big Boat.
Big
Yeah.
boat.
Not small boat. Big
no,
boat.
we're talking like old money, institutionalized big boat.
Big boat. Before the Rockefellers.
But they did it wrong because
Yeah.
you don't even know who Big Boat is.
Yeah. They think about it. Big Boat buys oil from the Rockefellers. That means they're richer than Rockefellers because they're buying their stuff.
Rockefellers pay Big Boat to get the oil places.
Yeah, they do.
And from the
It's
Middle
like a
East.
protection racket
Mm-hmm.
that Big Boat owns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When the cost of oil was $0 a barrel, you know what Big Boat did?
Bought more oil? Bought all the oil.
Put all the ships in the Pacific, waited it
Oh,
out.
yeah, that's right.
Waited it out.
Yeah. They actually also like during I think it was during COVID, they did like a quick analysis on all these like large shipping vessels and further reduced their speed to get more efficiency in order to satisfy the insatiable appetite of Big Boat.
Careful. Careful.
I'm on to something.
Easy. Okay?
Do you want to keep doing this?
It's heavy, man. Big Boat.
Okay. If you're game, I'm game. We could do the whole
How did fur traders trade fur?
boats. What is a beaver? But a boat.
A marsupial boat.
A marsupial boat. Yeah. What if we're all boats?
I mean, technically.
We're like everything that we're.
You serve as a boat until about 10 minutes into your death, and then you're no longer useful to Big Boat.
We're
and
definitely.
you sink.
We're like we are vessels. Traveling in life.
Everything's a boat.
Everything's a boat.
Everything's a
You
boat.
think hard enough.
What are you carrying? What's on your boat?
Hopefully a whistle, life preserver,
No, man.
bilge pump.
That's not. No. Why would you need a bilge pump? Dude, if you're going down, you're going down.
And the captain stays with the boat.
Yeah. Captain goes down with the ship. I've seen the Titanic 3 times on VHS, which means I took the time to rewind it. Captivating.
And then rewind it like
Hell of a
couple
documentary.
short times.
Yeah, just the drawing scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, it's just a boat scene.
That's all it is. 2 big boats just dangling.
No. Oh. You broke me. You got me.
That's what happens, man.
Oh.
It's a lot to unpack. I was driving over here thinking about Big Boat. Not saying anything out loud because
They might hear you.
I think they have holdings in Ford, which is what I drive. No, I drive a Dodge now, but they're all owned by
Big boat.
Henry Truck, who's employed by
Bradley Boat.
Bradley Boat,
Bodie McBoatface.
son of Jefferson Boat.
Jefferson Boat.
Yeah, we got it. You need to employ somebody that can pull up stats because I would like to know a boat manufacturer.
Just one? You just pull it up on your phone.
Yeah, but that's not cool because then I got to talk while I do it, so we don't have this lull.
Oh, you just let me talk.
Okay, give me an advertisement. Rip me an advertisement for boats.
You want
Big boats. Not like lake boats. Not the kind of boat that you're dressed for.
But like this type of industry, the way it's set up, the advertisement would go like this, hey buddy, open your bank account. What's that? You just bought a boat. You'll get it tomorrow. You're welcome. That would be the ad. They don't have to sell it. They just take your money and give you a boat. Like, what are you going to do? Complain to the government? Boat owns the government.
You ready?
Yeah.
Hot one for you.
Let's hear it.
Largest boat manufacturer. Guess where it's headquartered?
Vatican.
Nope.
Oh, that'd be pretty funny.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. They had to move.
Yeah.
Tax reasons.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
No.
The Brunswick Boat Group.
That's got to be like, but they're not making like big boats. But I mean, they are big boat. So who am I to judge the size of the boat?
Let's look at the Brunswick Boat Group. Let's see.
Yeah, they're probably like small vessels.
The Marine Retailers Association.
Whoa.
The goal of engineering and manufacturing forward-thinking technologies and products has enabled the Brunswick Boat Manufacturing Company to evolve from a small producer of billiard tables
That's how they started.
that started in 1845.
Yeah. That's just a catch-all. Someone asked them, hey, how long you guys been around? They're like, 1845, we're making billiard tables. As he's playing pool. He's trying to think, oh no, they almost got me.
Billiards was invented in 1849. Something is afoot.
Yeah.
Big boat. Big boat. That's what it is, man. So when we talk about big boat, you know, you brought up something really important. The new Buzz Lightyear movie came out.
Have you seen it?
So many times.
Did your kids want to see it or do you want to see it? Because I kind of wanted to, and I just haven't done it yet.
I found out what my biggest fear is watching that movie.
That they'd ruin it?
Oh.
I don't know if it's good or not. That's what I would be concerned about.
Inception touched on it, and it was really sad, and I didn't like fully conceptualize it, but time dilation.
Oh, are you talking about Inception or are you talking about Interstellar? It's Interstellar. That's fine. Go ahead.
They're the same.
No, that's what Big Boat wants you to think.
No, but they were on the water planet when it happened. Big Boat.
Okay.
No, but time dilation for real. Like,
okay.
So in Buzz Lightyear, spoiler alert.
The big spoiler. I haven't even seen it.
Well, I'm going to talk about it, so you're going to have to get over it.
Let's pause and I'll watch the whole movie and we'll continue.
And we're back.
Yeah.
So what'd you think?
I don't know. I'm still making up my mind. Tell me about this time dilation.
Okay, so that's enough of a spoiler warning. Buzz Lightyear stops on a planet that may be inhabitable. They have this big ship, all of humankind's on it, engineers, scientists, all the best people, right? Like not you and I. You and I wouldn't have made it.
No.
In title, you would have made it, but like
they would have needed railroaders, though. You don't think so?
I don't even think I'm a railroader. Anyways, that's the next topic. Anyways,
yeah.
So they land on this planet. Turns out, bad planet. Oh shit! Moment. They try to leave. Buzz fucks the ship up, and they stop.
Mm-hmm.
Their hyperspace crystal is broken.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to mine the resources from the planet they're on to create the hyperspace crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Takes about a year.
Mm-hmm.
Buzz goes on a test flight. Doesn't work. The calculations are off.
Yeah.
The crystal's not good.
Okay.
He comes back. 4 years have passed.
Oh.
Mm. His friend's a little older.
Yeah.
She's got a fiance.
Oh, and this was probably the OG love interest. Oh, I didn't expect
No, not at all.
Feelings from... Oh, okay.
No, she has a fiance. And then Buzz, throwaway ley line. We're not going to talk about it because you're going to get heated.
Oh.
Throwaway ley line. Oh, what's her name? So anyways, Buzz never had a shot. Anyways, whatever.
I don't know.
Listen.
He could,
Listen.
He could change people.
So Buzz is so set on correcting his wrong.
He's wrong? What did he do wrong?
He crashed the ship.
Oh, he crashed the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did mess up.
So he keeps trying to get the fuel crystal thing right.
Mm-hmm.
And he just, every time he lands, he goes to bed, wakes up, does it again. Until he gets it right.
Mm-hmm.
62 years pass. But for Buzz, it's like 8 days.
Yeah.
His friend's dead. They shut his program down. Yeah.
But he got it right.
There's this whole scene where her hologram is like, goodbye, Buzz. You were my best friend. And I was like, shit. Like, I know that I'll never encounter time dilation.
Yeah.
But I'm real worried about it. Kept me up last night.
Mm.
What if I go to bed and wake up 4 years from now?
You'll be old. That would be a coma.
Yeah, I wouldn't be old.
No, you'd be old. You'd also suffer like a lot of muscle atrophy.
I need to start back at square one. Like
drop all weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bones.
Maybe don't do that. But I hear you. I've been with ups and downs, pretty much losing weight steadily since October of last year.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Well, I've been tracking it a bit more. But yeah, it takes a long time. But I bet you if you're in a coma, it'd be like pretty quick. They just stick an IV in your arm and then watch the melt.
Yeah, this got really dark. Out. So,
but why are you concerned? Just
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's just the fear of like.
See, what they never touch on though, is they never touch on like the very real possibility with time dilation. You want to get real sad. Like the assumption is that like no one died in between that time, right? Like, oh, they still lived to an old age, right? Like he could have been gone for the first like a 6-year stint, and she'd just be like dead.
Dude, the toughest part of the movie was, so she had a granddaughter.
Yeah.
Looked just like her.
Yeah.
So on his last one where he broke all the rules, I had to sneak out and do it because they shut his program down.
Mm.
He comes back, and Hawthorne, his partner that he fixed it all up with,
Yeah.
she's like, there.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, fuck. Nice.
Yeah.
And she's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm her granddaughter.
Oh.
And he has to deal with that emotional trauma.
Yeah. Wild.
There's a book called The Forever War.
Yeah.
You keep looking at that. I don't know why you're looking at it.
No, I'm not thinking about it. What?
You look like you're thinking about it.
I'm not.
Do you want a chaw? Do you want a nice chaw?
No, it's okay.
There's a book called The Forever War, and essentially some aliens show up in the thing, and then they gotta go a long way to get them, and they use these warp jumps and time dilation and stuff. And essentially, it's this guy who's just like your basic Marine.
Yeah.
Same thing. Does a warp jump. They're preparing. The aliens show up. It took them a long time to get there. Their weapons are more advanced, so they squash them. The aliens come back. They're like 100 years in the future because the warp jump smashed the humans. Humans come back, warp jump, and it's just back and forth the whole time. No one knows why it started.
Yeah.
But essentially, just a bunch of time jumps, and they get to a point where humanity is just one dude.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's all just one guy, and they're like, yeah, we're an evolved conscience, and it's over. Go live your life. But everybody's already dead.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Tough.
Yeah.
I don't think Hugh Jackman did a good job in The Greatest Showman. His singing was just so fucking off, man.
What?
Have you seen The Greatest Showman?
No.
Hugh Jackman.
I thought didn't he used to do Broadway or something? I don't know.
I wish mine.
Maybe we do need a fact checker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You did touch on something interesting though. I did have a thought.
Big boat.
And I can't remember who originally said it, but it was something on the lines of like if you look at like not a lot of great movies seem to be coming out right now. Like I mean, some of them are all okay. Some of them actually no, I can't think of one right now that I actually really like. Oh, actually, that's not true. Everyone really liked theme song was Danger Zone. I'm gonna get a lot of trouble for blanking out.
Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun, yeah. Oh. But a lot of movies like from the last, I think they said something like 2 years and kind of in the future, like so much of like the movies about setting up the cast properly and not a lot of efforts being put into actually storytelling in certain movies, that there's just going to be a period where no one's really going to come back and watch this because it's also going to be like very dated to a specific time. We'll see if that's true or not. But.
So name a movie that's like original. Name an original movie for me. The last movie you saw that you were like, this is an idea no one's ever had before.
It would have been mostly anything by Tarantino.
Okay,
he did Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I enjoyed it. It was a very different kind of movie for him. But Tarantino, like that's his thing though. Because no, I definitely agree with you with a lot of these remakes. But like, you know, back in the 80s, there was Star Wars and Indiana Jones who made...
Star Wars is just Indiana Jones in space.
Yeah. They even have the same character.
Yeah.
Big boat. But...
what are starships but boats in space?
Actually, yeah.
Big boat.
Big boat. And I know that there's been a lot of sequels as well in the last...
Are you familiar with Jordan Peele's work?
Oh,
his shit's
Get Out.
Original.
Yeah, it's original.
Get Out.
Yeah, I didn't.
Us.
I've only heard about that one. I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, I won't spoil that one. Buzz Lightyear.
Whatever. John Wick was pretty good. Like we didn't have an actual action movie, and then they did it in a way where I think they did it in a way where instead of, I don't know if you can call it cheating with the cameras, but because all the action was filmed where you could actually see all of it, I thought that was really cool. I love the first movie.
One take
action sequences. Yeah, instead of cutting to the punch and cutting away from the punch, and obviously that's going to be very demanding on actors. So I don't think everyone could do that.
Keanu Reeves is old as fuck, man.
Yeah,
and he did it.
But I think
he's lethal.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of him actually training? But
they don't even. Oh, I know. I've seen him with the guns and stuff, not like physical training. Even though the gun stuff is probably pretty intense.
That's why he took the pillows away. Fuck.
Yeah, I know. I used to do that too.
Do you know why you haven't seen him training?
No.
Trains on boats. Helps with balance.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, get his sea legs.
Yeah. That's why Jack Sparrow can't walk straight on land. Here's a hot take.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not going to use names, but you'll be able to piece it together. If JC could walk on water, could he swim on land? No. Big boat.
He'd need a boat for that.
Need a boat for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in everything, man. Yeah, wrap your head around it. Nate, like one parable without a boat in it.
You can't.
Noah's Ark.
What is land if not just a bigger boat?
Hard water.
Yeah. Hard water.
You
Someone's testing your water. Oh, you've got hard water. It's like, oh no.
Do you know how land was formed, right?
Yeah.
The pH got out of control. Hard water.
Hard water.
That's for real, man.
In localized areas and then just never softened.
Mm-hmm. Too much calcium. But no one ever talks about that because big milk.
Boat. Big milk. Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm saying, man.
What other movies have you seen then? Recently, have you?
Dude, I've been watching the most obscure movies.
Mm-hmm.
I was seeing one, Velocipaster, I think it's called.
Are you kidding me? You watched that?
The whole thing.
Oh my goodness. I haven't even seen it. I heard about it and I just didn't.
I watched the 1954 blockbuster,
Mm-hmm.
Alligator People. No, for real, dude. Banger. Black and white. My daughter picked it out.
Really?
Yep.
How? With a remote, I guess.
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah. It's on Disney. Alligator People is on Disney Plus.
Alligator People. Dude.
I don't know. I went back and started watching some of the classics that I'd never seen, like The Godfather.
Oh, fuck that movie, man.
But I think I messed up. I think I should be watching Alligator People.
Yeah, why are you gonna watch Godfather? Like, that's how I know you spray weeds.
What?
No one has time for the fucking Godfather, dude.
No, it was really good. I liked it.
Yo, okay, so transitioning now into the older form of movie, books.
You're gonna chirp me. I've been listening to a lot of books recently.
That's cool. I'm not gonna chirp you.
No, really?
No,
I thought you would.
I blame the public schooling system that you can't read, bro. It's not your fault.
Hey, Canada's better than your country.
Nope.
Yep.
Dude.
For education?
So how am I smarter than you? Genetics, you're right. It's whatever. So the thing is,
someone read the bell curve recently.
So I
what book?
So the last book I read,
yeah.
So I took a 2-week vacation.
Yeah.
I read 4 books.
Really?
4 books.
That's what you were doing when you weren't texting me back?
Yeah. Couldn't put them down, dude.
Yeah. Awesome. No, that's a great feeling.
But the last book I read,
yeah,
before this series of books was you might have heard of it.
Oh no.
To Kill a Mockingbird in grade 8.
Yeah. In grade 8.
In grade 8.
That's the.
Yep.
That's okay. You reread it.
Mrs. T. No, I didn't reread it. That was the last time I read a book.
In grade 8. Oh, you're telling me the last time you read a book was in grade 8, and then you crushed 4 books.
And then I crushed 4 books.
Why though? You seem not that someone who would read all the time, but you don't strike me as a not reader.
Yeah, I just reading for pleasure is like a fucking waste of time.
So, what were the 4 books? And you know what? No, okay. I'm gonna start. It's funny you say that. I don't think it's a waste of time. But the number one thing that has changed in my reading habits is
you listen to them. Fucking.
Well, no. I used to listen to a lot of. Sorry, this is when I read. I used to read a lot of novels. Yeah. And I never did like a science, like a nonfiction book written for anything. But like the last, if I could pull up a list of like the last books that I read, almost none of them are on storytelling. Like the only one was Starship Troopers, but that was recommended to me for military purposes as well.
You read that? That was a book?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's actually a really good book. I would highly recommend.
Same as the movie?
No.
Oh, so it's pro-fascism. whereas the movie is satire.
No,
that's a hot button. We're not talking.
Well, it's
no, don't touch it.
No, it's not.
Leave it on the table.
It's not fascism. The movie is very different than the book.
You have to serve to gain citizenship.
Yeah.
Fascism.
But you still have all the rights, and you still have all the.
Allegedly.
Yeah, if you don't have the citizenship.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Okay.
You don't know.
That's what the book said. The guy who thought of this universe put it on paper, and then I listened to said paper.
What page? Yeah, it didn't happen.
Yeah, we were like arguing scripture over Starship Troopers. What were the 4 books that you read?
Red Rising series.
What's that?
So essentially, it's
These are novels?
Yep, these are novels.
Oh, okay.
So humanity's expanded.
Yeah.
They've taken over the planets.
Mm-hmm.
A revolt happens.
Mm-hmm.
The people who've colonized the moon are like, I've had enough of this shit. And they designate people colors. So, like,
Is this a young adults book?
It started out as that.
Okay.
It really.
As soon as they give people colors, like, it's a young books.
So
right.
The first book was like a really edgy Hunger Games.
Yeah. Okay.
And then book 2 was like pretty good. And
okay.
Book 3 was like started dealing with the politics of it all.
Yeah.
And book 4 is like Warhammer 40K.
How did you find out about? Is this a real popular series? How did you find out about this?
I guess high schools in the States, like, it's mandatory to read it.
These books?
Yeah.
Really? How old are they?
I don't know. They're pretty old.
Yeah.
But like my dad was like, "Oh, I love this stuff," and it made me nervous because my dad likes teen dramas.
Really?
Like he watches the CW often.
What is that?
Smallville, Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl.
Oh, those are for teens.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
They're always teen characters.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
weird. Okay.
Strange. But yeah, these books are phenomenal, and it's about revolt and class.
Yeah.
Restructuring, and it's just.
You like Starship Troopers, the book.
I'm not a fascist, man.
I'm just saying. I also read, just while we're on the topic of that, 1984. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's a novel, but
by George Orwell?
By George Orwell, yeah.
What'd you think?
I really liked it, and I thought, like, something I thought was very funny. So background, a while ago, there were people like saying that, like, if you say 4 + 4 = 4, that's racist or something, and they did it because, like, 4chan, that online image board, they tried to make it racist, but I don't know how exactly they tried it. I think all that happened is all the edgy people started saying it, just like the OK sign, right? Like because the OK sign became it never actually caught on that it was white power. It still means okay, but people were saying that it was because
but then people started doing it.
Yeah, then people started doing it, and then they made it that. Yeah.
Starship Troopers.
So they probably, what happened is, I think they would have made some propaganda saying that, like, oh, we found out that 2 + 2 = 4 is actually incredibly racist or something. They would post that, and then it would have somehow caught on with these, those political groups. But in the book, there's a scene. Would you call it a scene? I don't know. There's a scene where
a tableau.
The main character is expressing his frustration because he doesn't have freedom.
Out loud?
No. He had to write it down, which is part of it. And you're not supposed to be writing for pleasure or reading for pleasure. I don't know. I can't give the whole full background, but he exclaims in his head while writing, freedom is the ability to say 2 + 2 = 4.
Oh.
And then they follow on to that later when he's been captured and he's being interrogated, and they kept telling him 2 + 2 = 5 or 6, and at first he would he would fight and defend it. But then, they gave him drugs and they sapped him and stuff, and they got him compliant. And the purpose of interrogating him wasn't to kill him. It was actually to reconvert him, and then they were going to kill him randomly at another date once he's been released back into the world. And it was a very gripping book. I really enjoyed it, but I thought that was like funny. That like the 2 + 2 = 4 thing is like supposed to be a reference to Orwell. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's obviously not the same thing when you say that it's racist, but just that's where that came from. Like, I just thought that was hilarious that this whole, crazy internet thing just came from his book.
Fun fact, actually, about that book.
Let's hear it. It doesn't sound like it's gonna be fun.
There was an interview conducted a couple months after the book came out, way back when. And they said, why did you choose Big Brother?
Yeah.
As like the all-knowing, all-seeing eye?
Mm-hmm.
Quote, because if I say big boat, they'll kill me. Yeah, Google it. Pull it up.
It's going to be unlistenable. This entire podcast is going to be unlistenable.
No, dude, we're going to wake up the masses. This is where it happens. It's always something. It's always just this little kitty corner somewhere in the world that just puts the finger on the wound. And then the fire starts.
Yeah.
We are the Katniss Everdeen's of the big boat revolution.
Oh my god, it's gonna be some teen drama. Is that what they're called? Teen novel? No. Youth, young adults, youth.
Young adult fiction.
Ooh, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
And you start reading it when you're 15 because you're a young adult.
Yeah, and then it gets edgier as you
that's
grow
really
up.
good.
Yeah, they're writing to their audience.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, I also, I guess a couple other books. I also listened to ¡Sapiens. That was an awesome book. It's like a brief history on humanity. I thought
*Sapiens*.
Yeah, I thought that was unbelievable, and I'd recommend anyone read it. Mm-hmm. And then Leadership Challenge.
Yep.
Art of War. Never Split the Difference.
Art of War.
Yeah, it's a really short read.
It's not though.
Or listen. Yeah,
it's not though.
Well,
if you read it and it took you a short amount of time.
The Art of War it's not the same thing as Meditations.
Listen.
What?
You read it wrong.
Okay.
There's not a lot of words, but it's not a short read.
The dude.
That's like saying. It's like saying I did a marathon on my car and it didn't take that long.
I compared his military suggestions, actually rules, to that of today, and there's not a lot of it's that different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you read it? How long did it take you? It's not the same thing as Meditations.
I'm still reading it.
Oh, okay. You just never stop. No, you can never truly be done.
No.
Anyways, that is my.
Just throw away like my profound thought. Anyways, did you just anyways?
I did anyways.
My lifelong study.
No. Meditations is like that. Meditations, I'd recommend you pick it up, you start reading it, and then when you come to something, put the book down and just think about it. And then see how you can apply it. But at one point in the Art of War, he tells you how to you use spies, and it's prescriptive.
What kind of spies? I don't remember. I haven't gone to that part yet.
Oh my. like spies, like
James Bond?
No. Just like someone who sits in a court or high up in the other military who's a spy, or it doesn't even have to be high up, and just reports on morale, numbers, what they're doing. Spies.
I don't know about that. That seems
like... He did it.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
You made it up.
Yeah.
What page? See? You're just quoting things at me.
Yeah. Well, and then Lawrence in Arabia. That was a really good book.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And Dune. Dune, I guess, is also
Dune's buck wild.
Sci-fi. Oh, yeah. I love that movie, too.
I had to take notes while I was reading it because it's very hard to follow.
Yeah. They jump around and they don't, they explain it to you, but they don't tell you they jumped. And then you're like, you got how many kids? And then you just never meet his kids at the end of the book. At least that's what I found.
That's what happens,
Yeah.
The one thing that I couldn't get out of my head while I was reading Dune, though, is who came up with the name succulent for a plant?
What?
Yeah, you know, like a succulent?
Yeah, why'd you get that from Dune?
Because succulents...
Like the plant room?
No,
They had more than just succulents.
No, they didn't have a lot of water, and succulents don't take water. Like a lot of it. You know what I mean?
No, but they still take some.
Mm-hmm.
They had oases there where they were trying to plant plants and stuff.
I didn't really read Dune. I made
Okay.
I'm sorry. You deserve better.
This is going to be unlistenable. It's you and me trying to figure out who's lying the entire episode. Actually, no, it'd be the audience. I was trying to figure out who's telling the truth and who's lying.
You just never know, man. But I'll tell you who's telling all the lies.
Big government. Oh, big boat, yeah.
Well, which is the government.
Which is the government. Yeah.
Government owns a lot of boats.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, for
They
real.
do, the military.
Yeah.
They own the military.
The military's a cop-out, though, because those are, like, very prevalent boats. Like, I'm talking about boats that, like...
You don't even see.
Yeah. Stealth boats. But not, like, angular boats. Because when you say stealth boat, like, you think of the angular ones that, like, LiDAR can't pick up. Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking, like, the boats that you just can't see. You know?
In the sky? Sky boats?
No, not sky boats. We're talking boats now. Like
Boats.
Think about a rowboat.
Yeah.
But it's just a dude hovering 2 feet above the water and you can't see anything.
Because it's made of mirrors?
Is it mirrors, though? Or are they bending light now?
No. Any last...
You're cutting this off already? I have so many things to share.
Wait, all we do is talk about boats. It's getting late.
What do you mean it's getting late? What time is it?
Oh, never mind. It's 8:30.
Yeah, we got another half hour.
We're good. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is you're running out of ideas. Are you mentally exhausted? Have I ran laps around you for 47 minutes?
Pretty close. I went for like a long bike ride today, and then took Millie out and played frisbee a whole bunch of times. I'm busy. Sorry, I'm pooped.
I'm pooped.
It's all good.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
So here's a hot take.
Yeah.
What's with is that Harry Potter over there?
Yeah, my wife really likes Harry Potter. Did you know? Okay, all right, let's start getting to the actual interesting stuff. So Harry Potter is I'm going to start again. Movie ratings with regards to like sex and movies. Like Harry Potter is like way more preferred, both the movies and the books, but the movies in particular, like heavily preferred by women compared to men.
Why?
That's a good question. The thought is that like women enjoy more like a certain kind of fantasy that's character driven.
Okay.
And men would prefer a fantasy that's less about the characters and more about maybe stuff or something. Like I'm totally reaching, but I think there was someone who tried to explain it or did explain it, and it's because men and women both like fantasy books. Like we just talked about sci-fi fantasy books, right? But Dune definitely has a young adult component to it, but I wouldn't recommend that as like a must read for young adults because like there's so much more going on, and it's actually less character driven and more like civilization driven. Like we're talking about peoples and stuff. And I might be reaching. I could try and pull something up while we're talking, but like what's your thought?
That's tough. Because Harry Potter didn't start out as character driven. It was just like, okay, you squinted. Explain.
Well,
why did that touch
the first book? Like it's all about characters.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
What's not? Like
it's about the internal struggle of finding oneself.
That's a character. You just defined a character-driven premise of a story.
I don't think so, man.
No?
No. Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian.
Okay.
Is that character-driven?
No.
Why? It's about one dude.
Yeah, but there's no internal struggle.
Yes, there is. He loves the green guy.
It's a space western.
Spestern.
Spestern.
Nah, dude. Harry Potter's not character driven. It gets character driven. Never started out like that. Just some teens getting into some hijinks. Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
It's about the stone. Chamber of Secrets. It's about the secrets. The third one.
But it's not quite. I'm trying to find. I wish. See, this isn't an up to date stat that I had. This would probably come from 2 years ago. But just
That's okay. In other news,
okay. But here they go. Lord of the Rings, a little more male dominated.
character driven.
Yeah, with hobo, but it's
Dude,
with hobo bagans.
got my knapsack and I'm
Yeah.
hopping on a train. No, but listen, like Lord of the Rings, I think is more character driven than Harry Potter. Like, yes, Harry Potter is named after one dude,
Mm-hmm.
but Lord of the Rings is about Aragon.
Oh yeah, they had some good looking guys. That was a set of. Hey, you're squinting at me for that? No, they had beautiful men playing the lead roles.
Yeah, we're talking about the books.
Oh, still beautiful men. What were you thinking when you read it? Just ugly men?
Just dudes, just a bunch of dudes hanging out.
Just a bunch of dudes.
How beautiful were they, Jaden? What page?
Give me the page number. My goodness.
Yeah, well, things are tough. Times are tough, man. Like, books are just books, at the end of the day.
Hmm.
Like, when's the last time you read like a textbook? Like, I know all books have text, but I mean like educational. Like a scholarly book.
Sorry, ask that again.
No, we'll change topics. So I heard the sickest nickname for a train the other day.
What was it?
A chooch. And it was used in a formal setting.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Do I know this person?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
The way it was described to me was they were preparing for a train to go over a track. And they were waiting and waiting and waiting.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got word that the train wasn't coming. To which this gentleman said, "Oh, so no chooch?" Best nickname for a train I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, we should probably preface this with, I guess if you don't know, you know, Chance works for a railroad. We're not saying which one.
Yeah, I work for one of them.
Yeah.
The best one.
Yeah, obviously.
Duh.
Yeah. Ask anyone on the railroad which is the best railroad. It's their railroad.
No, I don't agree.
No?
I think I've talked to a lot of people that work for different railroads, and they don't like it.
Oh, they don't like that they're not the best railroad?
Yeah, because they know.
Yeah, they know. You're telling them.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not. I'm showing them.
Yeah.
Lead by example.
See how long we can skirt the name of this railroad while we're talking about it. But yeah. Yeah.
Stock prices are high. Do you see that?
Yeah. They're officially at where, you know what? I'm not saying anything because just in case. If people could figure it out from this, that's fine. They just reached the point where I think like they're at value. And then with the current, what's going down this fall, like after that, I don't know what the stock should be valued at.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't buy stocks because I like spending money on things I can have right now.
You don't like gambling?
Yeah, no, not at all, actually. Not a big gambler.
No?
No.
Hmm.
I really struggle with it.
Just you don't like it, or you feel bad after?
I don't know. I just can't get into it. Like you go to a zoo and you're like, ugh. I have to walk around.
What is this with gambling? What? Zoo?
Yeah.
Tell me the story.
Same feeling. Like you go to a zoo and you gotta walk around and see all these animals.
Oh, the feeling you got.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like
You just don't like
when
animals.
I go to Vegas and I'm walking around, it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to sit down and put money in this machine.
Mm-hmm.
It's got nothing for me.
Fair enough.
I'm not a winner at gambling.
Oh. Ever?
No, never
Oh,
won.
you show up.
I may have won like $10 actually.
Oh, okay,
one
that's
time.
good. I think I'm down 20 overall.
Yeah.
I don't go that often though.
No.
I haven't been in over a year.
See, if I was like a professional athlete, I would bet on myself all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't believe in yourself, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's the ticket. Do you bet on yourself? Do you wake up every day and choose to bet on yourself?
Kind of. I'm making some drastic, life changes to enable myself to work in a crazy environment. Like, yeah, I think
that's a big gamble.
I think I do. Like, yeah, heading over to the UAE, working for the railroad.
Where's your headspace with that? Walk me through that.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. So,
so
let me set the scene.
Yeah.
You're sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
It's dark.
Yeah.
No lights on.
Yeah.
Wife's gone.
Yeah.
Millie's asleep.
Yeah.
That's
my dog, by the way.
Yeah. What do you I know that. Why are you telling me that?
I'm telling the listeners that.
All 4 of them. I got it.
Yeah. There might be more than 4.
Okay, 5.
And don't forget to send it to your wife.
You get and you're just thinking about it. What are your thoughts? Have you had your oh shit moment? I guess is what I'm asking.
And I don't know. I went on tour, which is kind of a cop out to that answer, but you know, I had an oh shit moment for tour for sure.
What band were you with?
Yeah. No. Deployed. So I deployed to Kuwait, just up the Gulf in 2019, and there was definitely like a moment of, there was a lot of anticipation, and all of a sudden I was there and I was like, holy smokes, I'm on the other side of the world. I can't just call my family, they're sleeping. But for this, I feel prepared enough. I think once I get visa in hand, that's when I'll be like, holy smokes. But really what I'm thinking is, I've got a bit of a plan. I've got an understanding of what I need to do when I get there. I actually, you know what? I think it'll be, like the work's going to be cool. Like working for their railroad. Like I think it'll be really cool. And like, that's something I'm very excited about. Will be the work and their railroad and trying to understand it. And I'm also very excited about travel, but also I think once I get there, because I'll be surrounded by all these like insanely wealthy people, that'll be something different. And I think that's something that I'll have to get used to. Like I'm going to see like fancy cars everywhere, people done up, I think maybe. What, you don't think so?
You might.
Well, it depends where you go, right? I probably won't, not where I'll go initially, but when I go into town, like, so, country boy from Bruderheim, right, comes to Edmonton. Holy smokes, look at how tall these buildings are.
Mm-hmm. Abu Dhabi doesn't have the tall ones, though.
No, it doesn't have any tall ones?
No, all the tall ones are in Dubai.
It's still bigger than Edmonton, though, no?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay, because, like, Edmonton would be, I think Kuwait City is the only other place where, like, they had stuff bigger than Edmonton, like the cities I've been to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, maybe Vancouver, but that was like I don't remember that really. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, Vancouver's pretty big. That was intimidating.
Yeah. But yeah. I would say definitely when I quit my job and was like, well, I put all my eggs in one basket, definitely gambling now. So that was definitely a big step. And it was less of telling people, I'm probably going, we'll see how this goes, working on the paperwork. It's like, well, I'm going or not. So, I'm planning like I'm leaving. Oh, and then when I had to pack up all of my stuff, laying it all out, looking at it all. It's not a lot of stuff, but just like, yeah, I'm going to have to get rid of everything and go start there, like literally brand new. Like I'm not bringing anything, a couple pairs of clothes, probably, plate, pan, utensils, just enough so I don't have to scramble my first week there. I'll be set up to at least feed myself and shower. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a lot done. I mean, you're looking at it right now, not a ton of stuff, but this is all gonna go, and I'm not gonna have a ton of stuff.
Are you bringing the clubs?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's all right.
Well, I'd have to ship it there. I may as well just get new clubs while I'm there.
Maybe. We'll see. If I decide to go. I'm going to feel out the prices.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll just travel somewhere where golf clubs are cheap. Buy them there.
That's true.
Because everything's like, that's the other thing I'm really excited for. If I leverage it properly, like everything's like 4 hours away. I say everything, but you can get to Europe, Africa, or Asia in 4 hours.
On a flight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not going to get you to necessarily Britain or.
So put it on your checklist. You got to go to Oman.
Oman?
Yeah.
Where's that?
It's like a country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta go. It's phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I took a little I was on a catamaran out there, and it was just phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
Like we're
So
go ahead.
how old were you when you were in that area and like living around there? Like what was that like?
21.
Yeah.
And it was cool, but I mean, like I've always lived in strange places.
Yeah.
Just with my dad's work in oil.
Mm-hmm.
And, so I'm pretty used to being in places like that, but it's super westernized. Like it's not.
Mm-hmm.
But then I took a trip to Oman, and it was like we're talking 4 or 5 huts on just like a cliff face. That was just a fishing village, and they never went anywhere. They just
They
did
fish.
what
They
had.
never leave their village.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. When you see it, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
We got it pretty good over here, and everybody just bitches.
Oh yeah, it's so good. That really
So good.
It really bothered me when I came back from like, you know, my tour, and after seeing what's going on there. Like I still saw like very wealthy people, but I saw like the people that they pay to like clean their toilets. It's like awful living conditions. All their families are back home in the Philippines. They're getting paid next to nothing. Most of their money is being sent back home. Every time they go home, their wife gets pregnant. Yeah, it's pretty wild to see that. And then, you know, we're here
with way too much free time.
We're here with way too much free time, and I think a lack of understanding in prioritizing our economy.
Mm-hmm.
Like just because it's going well, you know, typically that is a good indicator that it's going to continue to go well. But we still have, like, you still got to maintain it, just like anything else. Like if you're not constantly trying to tweak and fix and make sure it's good to go, because, you know, maybe Canada's goal writ large isn't to, you know, have the same wealth distribution as you get like in Kuwait or, you know, the UAE where the citizens have tons of money. But, you know, we can't just assume that if we start, you know, like, for example, like the handouts for COVID, I understand why it happened. And I don't know what the economic impact would be if it didn't happen, but realizing, when you hand out a bunch of money and people spend it, we're going to see inflation creep up, which is exactly what happened. And then when inflation creeps up, just back in the 70s, you got to have your, you know, finger on the trigger for interest rates to try and just maintain it back in small little nudges, keep everything doing relatively well. Because the second we lose, like if the economy ever got away from us, we don't get to live like this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can't.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, and we should be trying to help as many people as possible and try and bring up all the third world countries up to these standards. But, you know, just take care of the economy. It's not a for sure thing. And stop complaining and use your free time to do other things. Go for a walk. Yeah. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that?
That's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. I think you were touching on one world government.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't. You've been reading too much dystopian novels. I think that everything's perfect and we don't need to do anything different.
Yeah. Well, I have you had a chance to talk about like the U.S. Fed's trying to redefine recession?
Nope.
No? Do you want to?
I don't know enough about it.
Oh, well, here, I'll just give you the quick rundown. Like, it's nothing crazy. So a recession is defined as just 2 quarters with a reduction in GDP seen in a country.
Yep.
It's not a depression. It's, you know, nothing like...
It's depressing.
Well, it's recessing. But I wouldn't necessarily say it's depressing. But the American economy just had that, and the Feds came out and said we're not in a recession because a recession doesn't mean that at all. You know, there's lots of factors that could be used to contribute into recession, and the Wikipedia page for recession has just been locked because people are reading a lot of it, and there's a lot of people really getting their their panties in a bunch over this, and I get why. Like this, you know, you can say the president's doing a bad job or a good job, or the Senate or something, but I really think these economic terms should not be messed with, and just say what it is, and then just have a plan. Like, look, it's okay. Like, we're out of COVID. We gave it a bunch of money. Inflation's really high. Like, no one's expecting the economy to do great, but like, let's have an honest conversation about it.
So, I don't consider myself like dumb.
Yeah,
but I'm not very well versed in the economy.
Oh, okay.
So, everything you just said, I heard, but I wasn't listening. So, the take here is everything's made up, and I trust the people that make it up to have everyone's best interest in mind.
Fair enough.
Sunshine and rainbows, man.
Okay, well, I'm gonna, destroy that, and I'm just gonna read what the new new definition is. Recession is a business cycle contraction when there is a general decline in economic activity, which is fine, but that's not measurable. And I think the purpose of like 2 quarters GDP shrinkage is to have something you can measure and talk to. So I don't, like, I'm not an economist. I don't know how to necessarily solve this. I think there's a lot of people who are, but being, represented by, if I were an American and being represented, I'd want my government representatives to just tell me what's happening and then tell me what they're going to do, and then just wish them luck. Really, like, be supportive about it. Like, hey, here's where we're at, and then just, hey, what are we going to do? And then, because if what happens is someone uses, the R word, recession, and then all that happens is the other political party, which I mean, the reason why they're hedging against it is because this is what would happen if they declared that they were in a recession. Now they've made an even bigger deal out of it by accident, but the other side just, like, instead of providing solutions, it just hops on, no, this is why you should elect us, I think. But that's probably a little too political.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like, is that the biggest problem we got going on?
For some people.
Yeah, but like, that's a shitty problem to have.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, like a legitimate problem that everybody needs to be concerned about.
Oh no.
How do you get a good Philly cheesesteak sandwich outside of Philly?
Oh, you're in Canada, like, you're gone.
I know.
I've never had a good Philly steak.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, Philadelphia's not equipping their people to make the sandwiches either.
When
I met a guy from Philly couldn't do it.
Really?
I was hurt.
That's a system.
Yeah.
System's failing them.
Broken.
When I went to Virginia, stopped over in Chicago, got Chicago mixed popcorn, and they had a military discount, for Americans. And I said, hey, not American, but can I get me some of that military discount? And she's like, you got an ID? I was like, yep, showed the ID. She's like, sure. And I saved myself, I think, 50 cents. Best 50 cents I ever saved. It's probably like $1.50.
Do you know why they offer that discount?
Because they appreciate their military? Yeah. I know. Don't get me started.
Yeah. Well.
No, it's a lot of people, particularly in Alberta, blue collars really appreciate the military in Canada. But I
don't know enough about it.
No, fair enough. I think like, I can just tell you how I feel. I feel like the government views us as like a necessary evil. And like, I think they're half right. There's still a lot, I think people who decide that they want to, serve others in any means should be respected and thanked. And yeah, I wish that was the case sometimes. But for the most part, like, everyone in Alberta, people I've met outside of Alberta, Americans, super nice, super friendly, really, oh, thank you. It's really nice. But like, kind of some of the stuff that's shown in Canadian media and the government, they don't seem very supportive. Which, it's a weird little thing, and maybe it's just in context, right? Like, if no military discount was given in the States, you probably wouldn't. I guess I don't really care as much about the military discount, but with how much the States appreciates their military, I bet you if I never saw that, I'd feel like pretty special. Like, I'd feel thanked, I think, at least a little bit. But it's definitely nowhere near where the U.S. is. So I wonder if it's not just like me looking over the fence, and then comparing, what is it that great man keeps saying? comparison's the theft of joy.
Mm.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
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 It's true.
Yeah. Except the government never actually really says anything nice. So
Yeah, they do.
about the military. When?
I don't have a COVID.
Okay.
Just challenging you on it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So, yeah.
But I don't know if they've ever said anything negative either. I feel like that'd be a very unpopular political stance. I think they just don't say anything.
Yeah, and that's good.
Yeah.
Don't need to highlight it.
No.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I'll leave you with this.
Yeah.
Closing thoughts.
Let's hear it.
Time dilation, bad. Big boat,
Good.
yes. Because really, at the end of the day, do you know where that popcorn came from?
A boat.
A boat.
Except they grow corn. They used a boat combine to harvest the corn.
Boat. It's called a boat mine.
Boat mine.
Boat mine.
Not to be not to be confused with a boat mine.
Yeah, that's where they get boats.
Yeah, where they mine boats.
Yeah. So, to round it all out, good luck overseas.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I think that's like, I just hope the best for you.
Oh, thanks. I hope you can come visit.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I got warrants.
Oh.
Eating grapes in the grocery store without paying for them. It's tough, man.
They try to take your left hand.
Yeah. Dude, can't get out of the country with that, man.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Closing remarks on your end?
No. I mean, if someone stuck around for this long, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. 30 minutes of boats is a lot to get through, and then another 40 minutes of boat miner conversation.
Boat mine.
Boat mine. Yeah. But no, thanks for coming. We'll hope maybe we'll do this again before I go. Maybe not. Yeah.
ELE.
What's that stand for?
Everybody love everybody. We lose that on the day-to-day.
Yeah.
So to all your valued listeners out there, I just want them to know.
Love someone. Go make love right now.
In the famous words of cultural influencer, RuPaul.
Uh-oh. That's a familiar. I don't know who that is.
You don't know who RuPaul is?
Oh, drag. He does the drag show.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I know.
If you don't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love anyone else?